RF, aka Lucio, aka you will never know my real name. We're back. I've got a little new segment for you lot today. It's called Come Talk With Me. Now this is where I discuss various topics. What I've been doing recently on my Snapchat is putting up certain topics, and what people I'll be doing is replying with their opinion. And what I'm going to do in this video is share some of their opinion, put my input there as well, so you can see what's going on. I ain't going to take long for this one, guys. Like, subscribe if you do want to see more of this, and let's get on with this goddamn video. Now, this question is very widespread. Do you feel like you can find everlasting love in this generation? You've got two key things here: everlasting love and in this generation. And you've got to also explain why. Now, I've got a couple of responses that people did give me, and I'm going to show you these right here. One person responded to me, you can if you give it time to get to know the person, because our generation want to be in love so bad that we rush things, and people love to do couple goals, forgetting that there is more to being in a relationship than just relationship goals. What she's saying is true. Biggest problem with our society today is that people cannot wait. Blood, why are you rushing for? Wait, fam. Just wait. I don't understand what all the rush is about. Obviously, we're in a society today where literally everything is who's the first who can do it. I think literally people are famous because people like to watch them. God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. I always like to look at things from two sides as well. I always try to give two perspectives. So you want to give it time to get to know the person. People talk about talking stages. Talking stages are, if you don't know, it's different for everyone, but from what I get, you know, take a couple months to talk to the person, get to know them. I think the issue is though, people are using that, they use talking at stages as an excuse to just mess about, you know. A lot of things that a lot of greedy people do, I wouldn't say one gender, I think both genders do it. A lot of greedy people do is that they use the talking stage as kind of like an excuse to mess about a bit. People don't be in no talking stage for long. Personally, I don't think you should be. Go on dates. If you know you're dating someone as well, date that one person. I don't really get people that do all this multiple dating people stuff. For me, that's borderline selfishness. For me, that is borderline selfishness. Because you're not giving your all to that one person. You're not going to give your all to that one person. Now, you could flip it and you could say, okay, you know, you could be dating multiple people because you need to find what's good for you, right? But I feel like you take away giving 100% of yourself. On the other hand, she talks about relationship goals. Now, relationship goals is killing our people. You will listen when you are dead.
You will listen when you are dead. You will listen when you are dead.
People cannot wait. Do you know what I found mad funny about relationship goals? There's always another person there that's actually taking the picture. Fam, there's someone there that's taking the picture in my blood clot business. You think I want you to be there, take a picture of me and my girl? Like that. I don't think that should be the main core of your life, you know, to aim to take these photos, to aim to look good. Image is killing our people. I'll say this generation is done by image. It's finished. Image is taking over our generation. This is why so many people have trust issues when it comes to relationships. I think with regards to that, get to know the person before. Cut out any red flags. Don't be afraid to cut out any red flags as well. It's your relationship. You're about to invest because at this age, you're not really trying to be with someone for the sake of it or be with someone for a couple months. You're looking at your future. You're looking at marriage, hopefully for most people. You're looking at kids. You're looking at a house. You're looking at future generations you're going to build with this person. That's deeper than just me and you, you know. That's our whole future generation. So I think a lot more thought needs to go into relationships. Second response was this.
Roski. Because I am the definition of love. And I'm pretty much everlasting. And that's why they get them love me. Right.
And that's why they get them love me. Bro, I'm turning that one into a meme. I'm sorry, bro. I'm turning that one I'm using. And that's why they get them love me. If you're feeling yourself like that, big up you. Big up my bro as well. Funniest. Listen, man. If you're feeling yourself like that, put yourself out there. And that's why they get them love me. You see me? I don't know if you lot can hear that yet. If you lot did hear that, that is funny, cuz. I think you just have to choose the right person, whether that takes you 2 relationships or 5. Eventually, you find out someone that wants to put yourself first every single time. Have to have someone who's all about you and just you. I think that's a big point in this day and age. If you don't have someone that's all about you, then forget it. If that person's distracted by everything else that's going on in the world, just forget it. It's not gonna work. As I said before, you're building your future, right? Every time you're out here grafting, you're doing what you gotta do, and that person's just looking for the next hype, it's not going to work. You're gonna be there, that person's gonna be there, you're gonna grow apart. that's exactly how it's going to be. I'm not saying suffocate yourself on that one person, but what I am saying is make sure you know that what your aim is. I think once in a while, you know, you should go out, have fun, do your thing, but all the time, you always want to know what's next. People don't take long enough to graft and work on themselves. People want to look at everything else that's going on in the world, you know? These are just my opinions as well. I'm putting my opinions out there, but I agree with that 100%. With what she's saying about the trial and error, so basically, you know, you go through a couple relationships, see what you like, and then obviously from there, boom, you know what's going on. For me, that's something that worked. My previous relationship wasn't so great, and now everything that I have learned from my previous relationship, I've taken certain things and I've made sure that I don't go for the same thing. The problem is though, I don't feel like I learned enough about myself. There's only so much you can learn about yourself not being in a relationship. It's only until you get into a relationship, you learn certain things about yourself. You learn what you don't like. You learn how you like to operate. You also learn what's not good about yourself. I haven't gone through that enough, so I don't know. I haven't got the feedback that everybody gets. You don't do this enough. You don't do that enough. You do this too much. You do that too much. So I'm at a stage where still I'm learning about myself. Thankfully, I've got a great girlfriend who listens, and she, you know, she'll tell me certain things, and we don't argue per se like that. We may have little differences, but everybody does. But the way we handle things is a lot better than a lot of other couples will handle things. We'll talk about things, and I don't think you should. No argument. Stop arguing. Arguing is not. At that point, you're trying to win over points. It's not a game. You're not here to win over points. What you're here to do is make sure this relationship works. So discuss stuff. It can get tiring when you're discussing something with someone and it doesn't reach anywhere, but sometimes you got to give it time. Sometimes over time it will heal, but at least you've spoken about it and not shouted at each other about it. Imagine just shouting all the time. You're just shouting at each other for what reason? There's no actual reason. But trial and error, you go through a couple relationships. I'm gonna flip it now. Going through so many relationships though, doesn't that take so much out of you? Doesn't that take out all you know what you could give? You need to give 100% of yourself to that person. Have you not lost so much of yourself along the way that you can't give your 100% to this person that's new? I don't know. You know, it's a controversial one. I personally believe that you do lose yourself along the way. I always tell my girlfriend, if it's not her, then it's no one. Because I personally believe this was it for me. But growing up, how I grew up, doing what I've done and going through what I've been through, I know in myself that I found that person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I want to marry her, have children, move into a nice house, stuff like that. I want to do the whole family thing with my girlfriend now. Going through so many people, it's a lot more difficult because when it doesn't work, mistakes are made, especially if you see the same mistakes being made, that can mentally and emotionally drain you. Dangerous, but again, everyone's different. I'm different to some other people. Other people can do it. So the person that said this in question, they can probably do it, and they'll probably end up having a great ending relationship because they have cut out all the webs, you know, all the red flags and stuff like that, and they found what they really like, and they found a way to be with that person, positive with that person. I think that one's a good one. It's a different way of looking at it because it's difficult to say that you're gonna get with one person and be with them for the rest of your life, especially when you get with one person from so young. There's so much about yourself you haven't actually learned. You haven't actually gone out and explored. It's also a case of, especially when you're younger, you're not living with the person more than likely. So when you do go to live with a person, you may find out that you don't actually like how they operate and they live. And that can be a big thing in a relationship. I believe if you really love a person, you will adapt to the way they live. I don't think that the way you operate in a house should determine it too much, but as I said, everyone's different. So you go around that person, you see how they operate in the house, and you see that things are different. You're less than likely to actually want to stay with them. Living with someone is very important. One of the things that I'm grateful for is that I lived with my girlfriend straight as we got into the relationship. We didn't take the time to spend, you know, time away from each other. We just went straight in. I did that personally because I believed that that's who I'm going to be with. So the most things that I was hearing from colleagues at work and friends, oh, when you get a girl, you know, she's going to take up half your wardrobe and take up half the drawers, and the room's basically going to be hers, and she's going to do little things that annoy you. Now, the little things that annoy me, cool, that's fine. You know what I mean? This girl annoys the hell out of me, but I love her to bits. And when you get into a relationship as well, it starts to stop becoming about you. It starts to stop, like, growing up, everything was just me, like, in terms of, I used to buy my own stuff. I did everything a lot for me because I had to grow up from young because of life experiences. Being with someone, you kind of like, it then becomes us. It then becomes us two in this relationship, and everything that we have then becomes about us. So her taking some of my drawers, I'm like, yeah, take that. I don't even have as much clothes as you, so just take it. It makes things a lot easier. A lot of things that were important to you before become very little things. I think that's what's beautiful about a relationship as well. If you go in with the mindset of wanting to understand that person and learn more about that person, rather than looking for problems, you're going to be fine. Because what are we looking for problems for? It's a relationship. You want to spend the rest of your life with that person. And if you don't come out of this relationship, you're not Will and Jada. It's not an entanglement situation. This next one here, this one is mad. I'm not my boy said it to me, I was like, right. It says, if everyone stops having sex first time they meet, then yeah, but everyone ain't ready for that convo. Big man, in this day and age, in this generation, I think you got it spot on. I think in this generation, people lust a lot. They confuse it for love. They lust a lot. You want to have sex with that person, you want to sleep with them, and then they realize is that they think, oh, we're just having problems after, but in reality, they're just not feeling that person as much, because they were just lusting for that person in the beginning. And I think it's pretty hard for certain people to tell the difference between lust and love. But it's crazy, it's true, like it's lust. There's no way around it. Again, I look at my relationship, the last relationship I had, it happened all too quickly. You know what I mean? It was all too quick, probably like 3 weeks in, maybe, or something like that. But that's when I was younger. This time around, I analysed, I made sure, and that's a big thing as well, because I wanted to fall in love with that person first. I wanted to fall in love with that person was, get to really know that person, because that's the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, right? So there's no point in doing it and then you find out you don't like something about that person, and then you've both given out your soul ties, and it's just not do you understand? You need to really get to know someone. You're having sex with someone that's putting your soul out there as well, you know, that's energy that's mixing and stuff like that. You got to keep your soul pure. Now, me and my girlfriend waited around 8 months for a reason that would explain. If you give this video 30 likes, we kind of had to. I got to fall in love with the person. I got to fall in love with what she was about, who she was, what she likes to do. From there on, it was just cool. Like literally every single, like when we're together, there's not a sense of awkwardness, you know, unless we're not talking or something like that. There's not a sense of awkwardness, because we literally bounce off each other so well. When we go around people are amazed, because they're like, rah, like, I don't even have to say anything to her. If, you know, if I'm speaking to someone and it's this, then she knows to do this. Do you understand? It's crazy. It's crazy to explain. You're just gonna have to see us. Withhold it, man. Withhold it. Females, withhold it. You guys have the power. If you know this is the guy you want to spend the rest of your life with, if he loves you, he will wait. There's no other way around it. If he loves you, he will wait. I told my girl, even if she wanted to wait till marriage, I would have waited. Do you know what I mean? Because I wanted to be with her. If he loves you, he will wait. That's the reality of it. Don't take, oh yeah, because you know it's a big part of a relationship. No, if he loves you and wants to be with you, the human being, not with your body parts, the human being, then he will wait. It's as simple as that. There's no other way around it. I think that's one thing about religion that I respect so much. When you take that away, a lot of people can't offer much at all. Like they cannot offer much. They can't. There's nothing they can offer. It's just literally that. It's crazy to think about, because it's the truth. Like, you put yourself in a situation where they say just take that away, and you wanted to, you know, be with someone for a year and just take that away. There should be no issue. There should be no issue, but there is an issue, and that's why the relationships just cannot prosper. People cannot wait. But there's a lot of temptation in the world, and there's a lot of lust, and sexually in the society, things are just out there. So I get why people get sucked in, but the honest truth, and if people want to talk about this further, I'm always here to talk about it. I'll make another video about it. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a video. But the honest truth is that if you do just start having sex straight away, not saying first, like he said the first time they meet is extreme, but if you do start having sex straight away, there is going to be problems. There's always going to be problems, because you then can't trust that person just used you for that. There's guys out there that are manipulating girls' emotions just to have sex with them and then leave them. So in reality, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. Wait, see if they can wait. That's a sign in itself. If they can wait, if they're ready to wait and they're willing to wait and they're not doing anything while they wait, then that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign that you should be looking for. You're going to spend the rest of your life with this person. What's holding up for a couple months? After that, you can do what you want. But that time is finding out the key things for yourself to protect yourself. It's been amazing talking about this. I literally just put this on my Snapchat and waited for responses. I was quite surprised by the amount of people that respond, because people don't usually respond to me. Don't know why. Must be my hair, all my eyebrows, the fact that they're joining, all the fact that my nose is huge. If you want to see more, as I said, 30 likes, like and subscribe. Actually, please subscribe. 132 at the moment. We want to get there. We're on the road to our 200 subs. And when we get there, it's going to be a great day for me. It's going to be a great day for you. And it's going to be a great day for RFTV, guys. Thank you so much for watching.